tonight's matchup between your very own PSJA Memorial Wolverines hosting the PSJA Southwest Javelinas. I'm Javi Martinez, and with me is Mike Vives, our third man in the booth. Of course, is Damian Viescas with the stats. Well, Mike, it's week 3 of Texas high school football, but more importantly, it is week 2 of District 16 5A Division 1, a big matchup tonight between our very own PSJA Memorial Wolverines on homecoming night, a festive evening, hosting crosstown rivals, the intra-city rivals, the PSJA Southwest Javelinas. The Javelinas, Mike, making some noise. They're 2-0. The Wolverines are 0-2, but throw out all records because this is a rivalry match.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Javi. A beautiful day here at DHR Health Field. Beautiful day. Beautiful Friday Night Lights, Javi. You can't, nothing better than this. You're right. Two teams, Wolverines and Southwest. I know Southwest, we were here last time against Donna. They put up a good show, ground and pound. Pretty much, we're going to run the ball, try to stop us.
Yeah.
We've seen the Wolverines. We've seen the Wolverines as well. We've seen the Wolverines as well against the North. And, they're a young team, new system, new coach. Maybe tonight, they'll come out punching hard.
Yeah, it should be very interesting. Of course, the Wolverines are led under first-year direction under David Bowen, the second. And, the Wolverines, they're 0-2, Mike. But it's a very deceptive 0-2 because they've played two juggernauts. They have played PSJ North and Mission Veterans. Those are two quality football teams, and they've suffered. They've gotten the growing pains, and hopefully they've gotten the growing pains out of the way. On the flip side, PSJ Southwest, for the first time ever in school history, they start the season 2-0. They're looking to go 3-0. And, of course, it's a big game. It's game 2 of their district schedule. Wolverines are 0-1. The Javelinas are 1-0, so the Javelinas want to continue to remain in first place. And, of course, the Wolverines would like nothing better than get that first victory against, the intra-city rivalry game.
That's right, Javi. I mean, the coaches from Southwest, they're talking to the players. You know what? Stay grounded. Yeah, we're going to go we're 2-0. We can go 3-0, but, let's stay focused on what we need to do. And on the other side with PSJ Memorial, I mean, you're right. I mean, they played two awesome teams. So, there's nothing to, hang your head about that one. Hard fighting, and like you said, second week of district, and, they're going to be ready.
I think both teams are going to be ready. It's a beautiful night here at PSJA Stadium, home of DHR Health Field, and, of course, a proud production of KTRI. And we got a lot of rain earlier in the day at about 3, 4 o'clock, and it's subsided now. We have beautiful skies right now. Great night for football, and it's a exciting night for football for PSJA Memorial as they celebrate homecoming. So it should be very, very interesting. The Javelinas wearing their away whites, and the Wolverines will be receiving using their all-green uniforms, sporting their white helmets. So it's a pretty night for football, Mike. It should be a great show tonight, and I'm looking forward to this game. This is a big game right here. Like I said earlier, throw the records out. This is for bragging rights, and more importantly, this is for the standings in their district.
Yes, sir. Now it counts. Before they, district warm up. We can do this. Let's do this now. It has to be done, and you got to get points on the board. And like we mentioned before, special teams. Everything plays. Comes into effect. Not just scoring the points. You got to be perfect on both sides. No penalties. Special teams has to show up.
And we are underway here at PSJA Stadium. A little squib kick fielded by the Wolverines at the 35. Manages to get to the 36-yard line. So that is where Alejandro Leiva and the PSJA Memorial Wolverine offense will begin. Leiva comes into the game with 212 yards passing. His leading running back is Anthony Pedraza and Danny Mireles, with each with 65 yards rushing. So quickly to the line of scrimmage are the Wolverines. And they get to the running back, a big gaping hole crosses midfield, upended by the secondary man right there at the 45-yard line of the Javelinas. So quickly the Wolverines, I tell you what, Mike, they came out firing on first down.
That's right. They looked good right there. The line, good job of good patience on Pedraza, looking for the hole, turning it up. And once he has open field, he's going to try to put on the turbos on there. Good run.
I believe that is a 20-yard pickup on first down, a 22-yard pickup. And on second down, they're going to try the run again up the middle, busting through the original line of scrimmage is their bruising running back. And the Wolverines looking rather good here on their first two runs of the evening.
Good, same thing up the middle. You know, patient. Of course, you know, Southwest was a little quicker on the response on there, but you know, still made some good yards on that one.
That was Anthony Pedraza on the carry. The Wolverines quickly backed up to the line of scrimmage, putting pressure on the Javelinas defense. Miscommunication in the backfield. End result is a big loss right there. Well, they're going to say he maybe got about a half a yard short of the line of scrimmage. So the Javelina defense, who has been doing extremely well this entire season.
It was a miscue, you know, but you know what? No fumble, loss of yards, but you know what? I guess they're happy to come out with that.
The Javelina defense right now giving up 307 yards, fifth in district after one district contest. Offensively, the Wolverines have struggled, only 177 yards, but as I said, Mike, you know, throw all that out the window. They look rather good right here on the first two plays. Mix up on that first down play. Quarterback Leyva dishes it off, and that pass will be incomplete, so that'll bring up a 3rd and long. The intended receiver for Memorial was Yair Espinosa. Actually, that'll bring up a 4th down. So the Wolverines will be punting. And the deep man for the Javelinas awaits the punt. Good angle punt to the sidelines. Drifts out of bounds at about the 10. All depends where it actually went out of bounds. The line judge says right at the 15-yard line. So the Javelinas will have the ball for the first time this evening at their own 25-yard line.
You gotta admit how many Wolverines come up punching. They go punch on those two plays, and then you know some miscues, and I think that woke up the Javelinas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Wolverines pick up a first down, then the Javelinas settle down, force a punt. Of course, the Javelinas are led by the quarterback, number 12, Ramiro Ramirez. And on first down, not much doing, so the Wolverines defense does a job on first down at the line of scrimmage for a loss of 1. That'll be 2nd and 11 upcoming for the Javelinas. It's a fast-paced game, Mike. The Javelinas right under center already. Ramiro looks to the sidelines for the call. Flanked by one running back. Couple receivers out wide. It's a pitch out, and the Javelinas are going to try to get around the edge. They do. They pick up about 5 yards on that play. It's going to bring up a 3rd and long for the Javelinas.
Yeah, there's no surprise, Javi, that you know the Javelinas will come out running, you know, formation, toss outside. Good job of the defense spreading it out, but you know he caught that corner, made some yards. We know they're going to go run. Pretty much, you know, we're going to run. You try to stop us.
5-yard pickup for the Javelinas. It'll be 3rd and 6. Early going here at PSJA Stadium. District 16-5A Division I matchup between the Wolverines and Javelinas. Quarterback keeper, he's got a lot of running room. Explodes past the 30. Drags the defender all the way to the 38-yard line. So a big pickup on 3rd down for the Javelinas. And that'll be first down for the Javelina football team.
Good setup right there. You know, following his blocker. Stiff arms, 2-3 Wolverines there to make that tackle.
Big 19-yard pickup on 3rd and 6. So the Javelinas move the stick for the first time this evening. Quickly up to the line of scrimmage, but taking their time getting the play in. They test the right side again, and bulldozing that time is their running back for about a 3-yard gain. I believe that was number 31 on the carry for the Javelinas. Miguel Garza with a short gain of 4 yards. On second down, quarterback keeper pitches it out to his running back, tries to elude one defender, gets pushed out of bounds at the 46-yard line. So a 4-yard pickup, a very manageable third down upcoming for the Javelina offense, who are nearing midfield on their opening possession.
Anytime they run that option, it's always a little scary, Javi. Saw a lot of green jerseys on that side.
Yeah, they're running it to the short side of the field. They're on the far hash mark. Again, the quarterback, Ramiro Ramirez, under center. Miguel Garza in the backfield, man in motion. They toss it to him, a sweep, and that'll be more than enough for a first down. Tackled at about the Wolverine 44-yard line, so the Javelinas are on the march. That's a good 8-yard pickup.
Right there, nice toss outside, good blocking up front, following where the holes are at.
And of course, that was Cesar Bocanegra with the carry. Comes into the game with 149 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns. The Javelinas, third in district right now for one game, averaging 361 yards per game, 345 of those yards coming via the ground attack. And that's another run and another pound up the middle. This time gets to the Wolverines 41-yard line. So, Mike, right now the line of scrimmage doing an excellent job for the Javelinas.
Yes, sir. Good job by the offensive line holding the blocks, pushing them back. And, they're getting, manageable, 3-4 yards every play.
So, second down and 5 coming up for the Javelinas. Ramirez once again gives it to his lone running back. And another good run right there for the Javelinas and Miguel Garza.
That was a good job by Miguel Garza. Being patient, waiting behind his blocks, trying to find, making sure his blockers are there. Good patience.
Yeah, very good patience, allowing his blockers to open up a hole. He does. That's another first down at the Wolverines 35-yard line. Third first down of this series for the Javelinas on their opening drive, which began at their own 15-yard line. And another good, solid job by that offensive line, opening a hole up around the right side. A cutback by the ball carrier allows the Javelinas to get all the way to the Wolverines 27-yard line.
Good job on that right side, opening it up. Big old hole right there, Javi. Good job by the offensive line, making that hole for the quarterback.
So they'll call it a 2nd and 3. And again, the Javelinas giving the Wolverines no chance of substituting players as soon as the play's called dead, they hustle up to the line of scrimmage. They take their time, bringing in the play, 5 on the play clock. Quarterback drops back, passes, he had a man wide open, just unable to connect. The intended receiver was Jose Gallegos.
That was a good play call right there, Javi. Catching the Wolverines off guard, not expecting that pass play. He was wide open, just underthrew it a bit.
Yeah, that's a great time to throw a pass, Mike. Second and short. Spread out the defense. Let's see if they like to pass again or keep it on the running game. Of course, the Javelinas are a predominant running team. With Bocanegra in motion, they give it up to the up back, and nothing doing. Great defense right there. Number 45, I believe, making the strong tackle for the Wolverines.
That was a good defensive stop right there. That's right, having number 45 for the Wolverines. That was Santos Gomez. Good job holding his block and breaking through.
Yeah, it's a loss on the play right there. So that's 2 negative plays already by the Wolverine defense. It'll bring up a 4th down. The Javelinas appear to be going for it. It's 4th and 5 in no man's land. They sit at the 30-yard line. And we have a penalty marker, the first one of the evening.
False start. Offense, number 78. This 5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Repeat, 4th down.
So the first penalty called against the Javelinas, that'll push them back to the 35-yard line. That'll make it now a 4th and 10. Let's see if that changes the opinion of Coach Evans, Mike Evans, see if he'd rather punt or continue to go for it. And again, too long, Mike, for a field goal attempt. It would be about a 52-yard field goal attempt. Instead, they're going to run it. We're on the left side. Great job of containment right there by the Wolverines, but a penalty flag is thrown. Well short of the first down, maybe about a 2-yard pickup. The line judge talking to the head referee.
Hold me. Offense, number 2. That penalty will be declined. 1st down, Wolverines.
So Boca Negra picks up a yard, well short of the first down. Again, that penalty, Mike, against the Javelinas. So the Javelinas drive the ball, but they give it up on downs. They pick up 3 first downs in the process, though. But the Wolverines defense, they bend, they don't break. They're going to take over at their own 34-yard line for their second possession of the ball game.
Yeah, they're in a tough situation, Javi. I mean, they're too far for a field goal, but they I guess ran a safe play.
Yeah, really no man's land. It's hard to decide what you want to do there, and the Javelinas try to extend the play, the drive, by picking up a first down. Instead, they were stopped.
Ball start. Offense, number 56. 5-yard penalty for the previous spot. 1st down.
And that penalty will push the Wolverines behind the chains. It'll be 1st and 15 upcoming. And those are tough to overcome, Mike. You know, it's hard enough in any level of football to pick up 10 yards on 3 plays, but 15 makes it more difficult. So Wolverines will break the huddle with 3 receivers split out left. He gives up the middle. Good cutback by the running back. Tries to break through the line of scrimmage. He does. Maybe 3-yard pickup by number 27 for the Wolverines.
That was a good run by Omar Diaz. You know, good patience, cut it back. If it wasn't for that little trip up, I mean, he would have had more yards than that one.
Yeah, it looked that play had potential. A good job by the Javelina defense. The Javelina defensive coach with 3 down linemen. They call it run blitz on this one. And good job right there by the Javelina, stuffing the running back at the 35-yard line. Another minimal gain. Not much doing. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 9 upcoming for the Wolverines.
Like you mentioned earlier, that's a hard penalty to overcome. I mean, you know, you did good. You stopped the defense. You see the handoff right there up the middle. Well, Southwest was all over that. Like you mentioned, you know, you make a stop, and then on the first play, you know, you get a penalty. So it's hard to overcome.
They put pressure on the quarterback, and a good block in the backfield right there. And the Javelina defense, though, great pass coverage. They deny the quarterback, Leyva, to pick up any valuable yards. He does get himself past the 41-yard line, but that'll be 3 yards short of a first down. So pick up of 6, but the Wolverines will probably be punting here.
Good roll, good vision by the running back to see that, you know, backside was coming in real hard. Good block by Pedaza, just, you know, came up a little short.
So Munoz for the Wolverines will be awaiting this punt, the second one by the Wolverines. Not a very good one, though. Minimal yards on that exchange, though. So the Javelinas are going to have excellent field position. Their second time they have the ball, and this time it'll start at the Wolverines' 47-yard line. So 0-0 score with 2:25 remaining here in the first quarter. It's a good one right now here at PSJA Stadium. The Javelinas and Wolverines getting after it on homecoming night for the Wolverines. So Ramiro Ramirez, number 12, under center. Give it to his running back. Big gaping hole around the right side. Bust through to the second, third level. Dragged down at about the 31-yard line. So talk about an explosive run, Mike.
That looked good by the offensive line. I mean, right there, I mean, it was just a regular dive play, following his block, you got linemen down the field blocking. That's what you want to see, especially in run offense like that. Good job on the offensive line.
Miguel Garza follows the lead from that offensive line on the right side. Picks up 16 yards on first down. It'll be another new set of downs for the Javelinas. Pounding it up the middle once again are the Javelinas. And that's the strength that that offensive line has. You know, they return 4 starters out of 5. That's their bread and butter right there. That's their strength, that offensive line. And right now they are humming.
Right there, read option. You know, another dive play right there up the middle. Not wanting to get down. I think it took all the team to get him down there, Javi.
Good 5-yard pickup on first down. The Javelinas on the march. Scoreless game here in the first quarter. The Wolverines with 2 possessions, 2 punts. The Javelinas on the first possession drove the ball well, picked up 3 first down, gave it up on down. They're trying to get something going here. And a bad toss, but I tell you what, it bounced right into the running back's hands. Good effort right there by Boca Negra. I tell you what, you know, sometimes you got to be good, sometimes you got to be lucky, and Boca Negra just picked it up like just another Sunday afternoon, picked it up, scrambled for a first down, so the Javelinas on the march.
They got a lucky bounce on that one, Javi. Could have gone the other way, and Wolverine could have scored on that one.
A 5-yard pickup by Boca Negra. And again, move the chains. The Javelinas now sitting up at the Wolverines' 21-yard line. Very brisk first quarter. And again, nothing fancy, Mike, just helmet-to-helmet football. And the Wolverines just unable to match the strength of that Javelina offensive line. And they're moving the ball well. We're already at 30 seconds in the first quarter. My goodness. I don't even think half the fans have settled down from picking up their snacks at the snack bar. 2nd and 5, so 3 straight 5-yard pickups on the ground by the Javelina offensive machine. Jet sweep, penetration in the backfield, but still, the Javelina somehow managed to get around the edge. Not too much containment right there, and again, that might be another 5-yard pickup.
That's right. Like we mentioned before, you know, Javelina is a ground pound team. You know, we're going to run. They're showing you formations to run. Pretty much, you know, try to stop us, and they're doing that right now. You know, Wolverines have no answer right now.
I believe that was Angel Hernandez with the carry, and that'll do it, folks. My goodness, a lightning quick 19-minute first quarter. Put that one in the books, maybe even in the record books. 0-0 after 1 period. What's your take, Mike? For the most part, it's been a clean game. You know, as you mentioned, maybe a couple penalties here and there. 92 yards of total offense for the Javelinas. Only 32 for the Wolverines, but the Javelinas right now in striking distance. They're at the Wolverines' 11-yard line. This drive, of course, started at the Wolverines' 47-yard line after the Javelinas forced the Wolverines to punt. And they dive up the middle. I'm not sure if the ball came out on that play or not. In either case, the Javelinas will pick up a good 7 yards on first down to the Wolverines' 3-yard line. So make that an 8-yard pickup. 2nd and 2 upcoming for the Javelinas. And the give is up the middle, touchdown, number 20 for the Javelinas, breaking the scoreless tie with a bolt right up the middle. Good offensive line work. Justin Hinojosa busts through for the first touchdown of the ball game. The Javelinas 6, Wolverines 0.
That was a good setup right there, Javi. It looked like it was going to be a pitch to the outside. You know what? Let me give it to the up man for a dive, and, you know, he pretty much walked in.
The extra point attempt upcoming for the Javelinas. And it is good. So just like that, Justin Hinojosa dives in from 3 yards out. Really uncontested, Mike. And that's how good that offensive line is. You know, I mentioned once before, 4 out of 5 starters coming back. That's big. That's real big at any level of football when you can dominate the line of scrimmage.
It makes the running backs feel more confident knowing that, you know what, I got a blocker here that's, you know, seen it before. He knows what to do. You know, let me just follow him, and I know he can take me to the promised land, get 6 points on the board.
So the Javelinas have had the ball twice this evening. The Wolverines have had the ball twice this evening. And right now, you know, the scoreboard reads 7-0, a modest 7-0, if you will. Because if you look at the stats, the Javelinas with 103 yards of total offense. The Wolverines with 32. And basically, it's a ground and pound game. I think we've seen a couple of passes, no completions yet. You know, that was a betting man. I would think, you know you're going to run the ball. You know, speaking of the defense, you know, you expect the defense to think, okay, we got to stop the run and maybe, you know, air it out a little bit. But right now, both teams just trying to feel each other out. And right now on the scoreboard, it reads 7-0 here at PSJA Stadium. The Javelinas 7, the Wolverines 0. Javelinas, of course, trying to make history once again, Mike. They started out for the first time ever 2-0. They're trying to extend that to 3-0.
Oh, you know that happens, Javi. That's, you know, a big confidence boost, you know, for the rest of the season.
The Javelinas are coming off a fresh win over Donna, 28-14. Next week they're going to travel and face another team that sports the green colors in Brownsville Pace. We have a penalty on the kickoff.
Delay game. Kicking team. 5-yard penalty. Re-kick.
Like I mentioned earlier, Javi, you know, it's going to come down to special teams, and, you know, Javelinas got that touchdown because I know the Wolverines, you know, something happened with that punt. Maybe it came off wrong. Maybe the ball was slippery, but I think that punt was like 10 yards total, and, you know, that made it too easy for the Javelinas to go down and score. You know, special teams plays a big part. You know, I know it's not the fanciest, or, you know, nobody likes watching special teams, but, you know, it's a crucial part to football.
Yeah, you know, you've got 3 phases of the game: offense, defense, and special teams. And you know, of course, the Javelinas did what they had to do. They took advantage of a short field, drove the ball 47 yards. It took them 7 plays, capped off by Hinojosa's 3-yard run, and they are up 7-0. But the Wolverines have a great opportunity here after that penalty to get excellent field position, and they will as they move the ball up to the 42-yard line. So the Wolverines trail 7-0.
Don't pick it up till he picks another one down. Wait.
So let's see if the Wolverine offense can respond here and match the Javelinas touchdown. Of course, we're early part of the second quarter, 11:15 remaining. Only the 3rd possession for the Wolverines. 1 first down, minimal yards though. 3 down linemen for the Javelinas. Quarterback gives it, big gaping hole up the middle, get to the 2nd, 3rd level. That's going to be a good 10-yard pickup on first down.
That was a good job by Anthony Pedas on that one. He looked like he was going to run to a wall of white. You've seen the replay right there. All of a sudden he found a little hole, you know, turn on the run, turn on the troubles right there, and good job picking some first down.
Yeah, they move it all the way up to the Javelinas 48-yard line. So the Wolverines cross midfield. They try to run it around the left side and nothing doing. That's a great defensive effort right there by the Javelina. You know, flying to the ball were about 5-6 white helmets or white jerseys, as each team has white helmets, but my goodness, swarmed in the backfield was a running back. That's going to be a loss of 4 yards.
Yeah, it was either a blitz, Javier, or, Javelinas do the play. And
Yeah, I do believe it was a run blitz. And they called it perfectly. Javelinas with their third tackle for a loss. Quarterback passing, caught at the 45-yard line. Tries to break one tackle. Manages to get to about the 47, so maybe a 2-yard pickup after the reception. Still, it's going to bring up a 3rd and long upcoming for the Wolverines.
That was a good pass and catch right there, Javi. Pretty much, it looked like he was wide open. All of a sudden, you see a bunch of white jerseys just rushing in. So, good job on the defense, going to the ball.
So 3rd and 15 upcoming for the Wolverines. Alejandro Leyva trying to lead the Wolverines to the promised land, trying to get them in the end zone. The Javelinas, of course, are going to try to deny him a big 3rd down upcoming. Leyva looks, fires, has a man open, deflected, and that is the old tip drill intercepted by the Javelinas at the 40. Breaks a couple of tackles, still on his feet, crosses midfield, and gets bounced out of bounds at about the 44-yard line. Number 5 for Southwest gets a big interception, Adrian Hernandez. And a bit of misfortune right there as the Wolverines execute it well, just not well enough. And the Javelinas are going to have excellent field position for their 2nd time in a row.
Yeah, that was a good play call, Javi. Quarterback had time, line was blocking, receiver was there, just ball was a little too high. Like you said, it's a basic tip drill they do on defense, and, worked to perfection right there.
The man was open for the Wolverines. Of course, it was 3rd down. Not sure if he would have had enough for a 1st down, and the Javelinas were their 2nd drive in a row, starting on the Wolverine side of the football field. A good run up the middle. That'll get the Javelinas down to the Wolverines' 39-yard line. So 5 is a magic number. Number 5 right now with the interception, Adrian Hernandez. And it appears, Mike, every time the Javelinas run the ball, they gain 5 yards.
I know, that's right, Javi, 5 yards. And it looks like, it's a dive play up the middle, and it looks like 2 or 3 yards, and all of a sudden, he keeps on going for 5 yards total.
Big run right there. Collapsing the defense, trying to get around the edge. He does a 20, the 15, drag from behind at the 13-yard line. So a big run. And the Javelinas trying to extend their lead. They're in business.
That was a good, like a tackle tap reverse right there, Javi. Good job. Nobody on the other side. Good job, number 1, on Wolverines, preventing the 6 points on the board for the Javelinas.
13-yard pickup on that carry. The Javelinas quickly up to the line of scrimmage. 8:14 remaining in the 1st half. Right now, Southwest 7, Memorial 0. They give us up to the right up the middle. Much better job right there by the Wolverines. Still, they surrender about 3 yards, but a much better effort by that defensive front of the Wolverines.
You got to give it to Miguel Garza, number 31 for the Javelinas. I mean, they stop him at the line, but, his legs keep on going. Gets 2-3 extra yards.
Yeah, he's running the ball extremely well. Garza right now on the evening with 36 yards rushing. And a toss around the edge. A lot of running room. Tries to maneuver between 2 defenders is Bocanegra. He's going to get knocked down at about the 4-yard line. So that'll be 1 yard short of the 1st down. And I think we're going to have an official timeout here. So, Mike, we've seen about, a quarter and a half of football right now here at PSJA Stadium, DHR Health Field. Big game right here for both teams. One team is 0-1 in district. The other team is 1-0. Each team wants to make a statement tonight. And right now, the upper hand goes to Southwest as they lead 7-0, and they're in prime position once again.
Yeah, that's right.
Thanks for watching Rio Sports Live. Thanks for watching Rio Sports Live.
Rio Sports 5, number 1.
Men's
Start the new year off right. Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way men's healthcare is done.
Hi, we're Lady Vikings, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Play against Brownsville veterans. So here we go. 3rd and 1 from the 4-yard line. The Javelinas trying to extend their 7-0 lead. And we're going to have a... No, we're playing. And the give is once again to Garza, and I believe Garza Miguel from 3 yards out once again, maybe 4 yards out. Touchdown, Javelinas, and quickly the Javelinas extended their lead to 13-0.
That was a good job by the Southwest offensive line right there. I don't think he got touched until he was inside the end zone, Javi.
And the hold on the extra point is just barely handled. And the extra point is successful. So with 7:17 remaining in the first half, Javelinas 14, Wolverines 0. We're going to send it downstairs to our student reporter.
Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Are you ready? Are you ready, ready? Are you ready for the prices? It's a hacienda party.
It's football season at Hacienda Ford, and you can get a new Ford Expedition with 20-inch wheels, leather, navigation, and more for $12,000 off MSRP.
We got the tailgates down and we're feeling all right. My hacienda friends are saving money tonight.
Hacienda has it.
Hi, we're Robert Bellows, Sabercats, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
We need to see a spark from the Wolverines right here. You know, the game's, you know, two scores, no big deal. 7:17 remaining in the half. But the Wolverines, they need to sustain some drives, as right now the offensive machine, that running game from the Javelinas is clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, no, there were some bright spots for the Wolverines on the drive. You know, they just, like I mentioned, they got to complete it. They got to go all the way through. And of course, Southwest is doing what they need to do.
A little pooch punt fielded at about the 27-yard line, brought past the 30 to 35. Running out of bounds at about the 39-yard line is the return man for the Wolverines. So they're going to get the ball. Well, they're going to give them the 40. So the Wolverines, once again, with good solid field position at their own 40-yard line as they trail by 2 scores. That was Robert Gomez with the return. You know, both teams, Mike, have had good field position. And, of course, the upper hand goes to the Javelinas. Twice they started inside the Wolverine side of the field, and twice they've taken advantage. Let's see what the Wolverines can do here. And on first down, a good run. And, whoa, he's still on his feet, and he is going to run to the races. 5. Touchdown, Wolverines. They never blew the whistle. I thought the play was dead. Number 18 for the Wolverines, making a tremendous run. Anthony Pedraza, 60-yard jolt right there. I thought he was bottled up at about, you know, the 45-yard line, Mike. I don't know what happened, but everybody seemed to stop except for Pedraza. And 60 yards later, that's a touchdown.
That was good running by Anthony. I mean, awesome run. You know, looked like he was down. I don't know what he did. I don't know if he rolled, he back flip, side flip, everything.
I kind of lost him in the bunch, and no whistle was ever blown.
Timeout. Wolverines.
So the Wolverines are going to call a timeout before they kick the extra point.
So pretty much a give outside. Good running, good patience. Pretty much I don't know how he looked like he rolled over him, but I don't know if his knee
Well,
touched.
the thing is, if you
There is
roll
no
over
flag on the play.
a defensive player and your knee, your elbow, the ball, well, I guess the ball, yeah, the ball, if it touches the ground, then it's a dead play, but they're saying it didn't. And great alertness right there by Anthony Pedraza. Continuing to play. He didn't hear a whistle. That's what they say. Play until you hear a whistle, and that's a big touchdown right there. Wow, what a strike by PSJA Memorial, getting themselves right back in this ball game. So after the timeout, number 11, Valderrama will try to add the extra point, and he does so. Wow, homecoming evening for PSJA Memorial. Wolverines getting very exciting here with 6:57 remaining in the first half. Southwest 14.
Hola, les habla su amigo Benjamín Gómez, el alcalde de San Benito, invitando a toda la gente que venga a visitarnos aquí a San Benito. Crucen por el puente Los Indios, más bien conocido como el puente de Lucio Blanco. Visítenos a las atracciones que tenemos aquí en San Benito. Aquí los esperamos. Muchas gracias. Su amigo Benjamín Gómez.
Plays that, the Wolverines, they struggled the first two games. As we mentioned, they played very difficult teams. They struggled offensively, but that's a spark right there, a big play. And you never know, that could turn a season around. That could turn definitely the game around. As right now, the Wolverines, they were down by 2 scores. They cut it in half. It's 14-7 with 6:57 remaining in the first half.
We're going to see right here how Southwest responds, Javi. They're going to put their head down. They're going to keep on, bruising their way with their offense.
Pedraza, of course, came into the game with 65 yards rushing, so he's over the century mark on the season. A whip kick and onside kick by the Wolverines trying to catch the Javelinas napping does not work, so the Javelinas, once again, for the third possession in a row, are going to have excellent field position, this time at their own 46-yard line.
That was a good job by Southwest 32, Sebastian Perez, with that onside kick. Good job of just, falling on top of the ball.
So the Javelinas and Ramiro Ramirez will take the field. Under center is Ramirez. Miguel Gomez in the backfield. He's going to give it to Gomez. Gomez gets belted at about the 49-yard line. Good tough running, but better defense by the Wolverines.
Yes, sir. Back to the bread and butter. Southwest is running up the middle. They don't get 3 yards, they get 5 yards all the time.
Yeah, that's the thing about the Javelina running attack. You're going to get some positive yards. It's just a matter of what the number is. And that's the key for the Wolverines. They got to contain that running game. You may not be able to stop it, but try to force them into 3rd and longs. Maybe even force the quarterback, Ramirez, to throw the ball. He's thrown it once tonight. He keeps it, bangs his way all the way to the 47-yard line of the Wolverines. So a very manageable 3rd down upcoming for the Javelinas, 3rd and 3. Quarterback quickly under center. They're going to give it to the running back. Big gaping hole around the left side. He bobbles it. He gets it back. Dangerous play right there. That could have been a turnover, but instead it's a pickup to the 40-yard line. 7-yard gain on 3rd down. They needed 3. They pick up 7. Javelina, 1st down.
Good vision. Good. Almost lost that ball. Good job by the Wolverines making that stop.
Yeah, Hinojosa almost lost a handle on that. That would have been costly for his offense. Wolverines going to force a turnover, so a new set of downs at the 40-yard line for the Javelinas. The give is around the left side of the offensive front, and again, just good blocking. Good pickup right there by the Javelinas.
Good job backside. Good blocking. Good way of taking that hit and just keep on going.
That was Jose Gallegos with the carry. Another first down for the Javelinas, this time at the Wolverines' 29-yard line. So Gallegos picks up 11 yards on that carry. Of course, this drive for the Javelinas began at their own 46-yard line. Try to answer the Wolverines touchdown. An end around, a lot of lead blocking. Gets to the 25, dragged down. Great effort right there by the defensive man. Dragging down number 14 for the Javelinas, the ball carrier. Number 14, Angel Hernandez, appeared to have a lot of running room, but a better job by that defense. But still, Mike, a big 7-yard pickup.
That was a good job by the defense chasing him down. I mean, he had a lineman in front, a running back. I mean, you thought he can pretty much walk in. You see right there, he has a running back, lineman. Good job coming from behind and making that tackle.
Yeah, great catch of speed right there by the Wolverine defender. Credit Omar Diaz with the tackle and a big gaping hole. The Javelinas get to the 5, trying to get in the end zone, and he does. A big run up the middle. 22 yards later, the Javelinas are on the scoreboard again, and that is number 20, Justin Hinojosa, with his second touchdown of the evening.
Good play call right there. Pretty much up the middle. Blocking where it needs to be. Side steps, cuts back. Drags some Wolverines into the end zone. Good run right there.
The extra point is up and successful. So the Javelinas do answer the Wolverine score, and we're going to send it downstairs.
Thanks for watching Real Sports Live.
The kids are headed back to school. It's time to get internet from VTX1. VTX1 Companies offers fast and reliable internet throughout the Rio Grande Valley, even to some of the most remote areas. For a limited time only, get your standard installation at no cost to you. Start the school year off with a service provider you can trust by calling 1-800-446-2031. VTX1 Companies, connecting you since '52.
Hi, we're the Lady Tigers, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Remaining in the half. Right now, Javelinas with 196 total yards. The Wolverines with 97. So the Wolverines will receive. Of course, the good news, Mike, is their last possession, they scored, and they scored quickly on one play.
That's right, Javi. Let's see what we can do here with this one. A lot of time left before the half.
A lot of time, 4:13 remaining. The Wolverines have 2 timeouts. The Javelinas have not used one, so they still have all 3. Javelinas kick it off. Lands at about the 22, picked up at the 16. A little bit of running room. Can he get by a couple defenders? He will not. So taken down at the 24-yard line is the return man, Pedraza. So the Wolverines will start this next possession at their own 24-yard line.
That was good coverage by the Javelinas right there. Looked like Anthony could have took in the corner, but you know, good job right there stopping him.
So Alejandro Leiva and company take the field for the Wolverines. Once again, they trail by 2 scores midway through the second quarter. A good run, trying to get around the edge. Successful run by the Javelinas and banging his way all the way to the maybe the 29-yard line are the Wolverines. And Anthony Pedraza on the carry there.
That was a good run by Anthony. Try to get that corner. You know, saw nothing inside, try to take it outside. Good job by the defense as well as, you know, stretching that play out.
Yeah, good job right there by number 11 and number 7, Alan Carlos and Jorge Piñon making the tackle for the Javelinas. Brings up a 2nd and 4, so that's what you want to see from the Wolverines. Production on first down, good solid carry. Very manageable now. Distance for the Wolverines to pick up a first down. They try the right side again, and falling forward is their running back to the 33-yard line, but a couple of penalties fly in the backfield.
Nice hard running by Anthony. Good job trying to get that first down right there, Javi.
Personal foul. Offense. Chop block. Number 27, number 60. That's a 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Repeat. Repeat. Look at my over there. Second down.
So we will repeat second down after a big penalty right there. And, you know, those are the ones you want to avoid, those 15-yard variety penalties.
Yeah, it came at the wrong time. I mean, they're driving the ball, do what they need to do. I mean, the first down was, picked up good yards, made second real manageable, but stuff like this can't happen, Javi, if they want to, take that ball down and score.
So the penalty will push the Wolverines back to their own 15-yard line. They need to get all the way to the 34-yard line if they want to move the chains. A good run up the middle. Almost gets them back to the original line of scrimmage of the 24. They're going to mark them down 1 yard short at the 23. So good 8-yard pickup by the Wolverines, but still way behind the chains. It's going to be 3rd and 11 upcoming for Leyva and the Wolverine offense.
Good patience, right there. Good job of took about 2 people with him. Good running, good hard running by Anthony.
Good hard-nosed running right there by the Wolverine running back. But again, Mike, the key is you're way behind the chains, and it's hard to overcome those penalties. Let's see if the Wolverines can do it here on 3rd down. Leyva looking to pass, fires, has a man on the sidelines, overthrows him. Good coverage, though, right there by the defender. That probably forced the quarterback to throw it out of bounds. Good coverage by number 5 for the Wolverines, Jaden Cruz. So that'll bring up a 4th down, a punting situation for the Wolverine team with 2:05 remaining in the half.
That was a good call right there, Javi. I mean, he was streaking down. I mean, I think quarterback, he would have thrown it right in front of him. It would have been a different story right there.
So the Javelinas deep men will be sitting around their own 45-yard line. Good punt. Fielded at the 39 by number 5 of the Javelinas. Tries to elude a couple defenders. He pitches it out. No whistle blown. And the Javelinas are getting past midfield. He's got a couple of blockers. Cuts up field. And he is gone, folks. A 10-5 touchdown. Javelina touchdown. Making some magic out of nothing. Luis Banda, it looked like the original punt returner was going to be tackled. Somehow he tosses it to Banda. Banda eludes about 10 defenders, gets into the end zone, but we do have a penalty flag at around the 14-yard line. So let's see if this play will hold up.
Personal foul. Receiving team, number 11, hitting a defensive player. That's a 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, correction. Javelina first down.
So the penalty occurred at the 14-yard line. So they're going to mark it back to the 29-yard line. So that's a big penalty. And, that's one of those, Mike, that he probably didn't even need to touch the defender. He did. He saw an open man and, laid the leather to him, if you will. And that's going to cost the Javelinas 6 points.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that was a good decision. Well, I don't know good decision, but I know the special teams coach was probably like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And once he saw him, he was going to score. You know what? Good choice on that one, but you're right, Javi, on this one. I mean, it was not needed. I think he was already walking into the end zone when it happened.
Yeah, I think he was at about the 5-yard line. So unnecessary penalty. And the Wolverines will call a timeout.
Wolverines.
That will be their second timeout. So they're going to be left with 141 remaining in the first half. The Javelinas trying to pad their 14-point lead. Right now, Javelinas 21, Wolverines 7.
Care of Master. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles, located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, is filled with vintage items, collectibles, and a selection of vinyl records that's as good as it gets. Every shelf, every aisle, and table is filled daily by a number of vendors that ensures that something here just might be the item you have to have. The vinyl record area helps bring an added atmosphere that makes for the fun trip when stepping back in time with the memories. Forever Memories, Antiques and Collectibles in San.
The Javelinas give it up right up the middle. Big bruising run by Miguel Gomez. Excuse me, Miguel Garza. He'll belt his way to the 23-yard line. We're going to have a official timeout with 1:26 remaining.
That was a good run by the Howleys right there. Big old gaping hole. Pick up a good yard right there. I think it was 6-7 yards by that running back. Good job on that one.
Yeah, that offensive line, you know, I've said it maybe too many times, but, you know, they're impressive. They're big, they're strong, and, you know, that's what Javelina football is all about. You know, getting off the line of scrimmage, getting off the snap, driving your defenders back, and, you know, and the running backs just exploiting those holes, and they've done that. They're running tough, physical football, and right now the Wolverines, you know, are having a difficult time matching up at the line of scrimmage. So here we go, back to live action. The Javelinas at the Wolverine 23-yard line. Quarterback drops back, throws, trying to find his intended receiver, number 84, but overshoots him. That was Jacob Alvarado, the intended receiver, incomplete pass. So not a bad gamble though, Mike, on second and short by the Javelinas.
That was a good play call. I think the receiver got caught up in the middle. You know, the quarterback threw it where he needed to be, but he, you know, a lot of traffic, you know, got caught up.
Yeah, good pass right there by Ramirez, anticipating his receiver would have been at that spot. And he said he was bumped around a little bit, never got to that. So incomplete pass, 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4 exactly, coming up. Good defensive pressure in the backfield by the Wolverines, but the Javelina running back just avoids a couple of players. That is number 14 on the carry, Angel Hernandez, and he should have been bottled up in the backfield, but he wasn't. Gains 2 yards.
Good hard running right there. Looked like he, you know, gained 10, but, you know, since he was going
laterally, sideways.
Yeah.
A lot of running for 2 yards. 4th and 2 upcoming. The Javelinas are going to try to go for it. 46 remaining in the half. They have all 3 timeouts. The give is up the middle. Takes it, bounces it outside to the left. And that is a good run right there by Justin Hinojosa, who is leading the Javelinas run attack tonight.
This is an interesting call.
Timeout. Javelinas.
So a good 7-yard pickup.
Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Hi, we're the Road 9 City Rattlers. Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
We are the Rangers. Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles. How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
There by number 4 of the Wolverines, Michael Munoz.
Timeout. Javelinas.
So after a short pickup,
Good job on reading that, you know, blitz up the middle. Good toss outside. Same time, you know, Wolverines were there to, you know, cover the dive and for that pitch man.
Yeah, that's exactly what you want to do, Mike. I mean, you're going to give up a few yards, but more importantly, the Javelinas are chewing up some clock. There's only 24 seconds left. I believe the Javelinas called their final timeout of the half, so maybe they have 2 plays in them here.
Timekeeper, could you please put the clock to 0.26 seconds? Thank you.
So they're going to give them 2 extra seconds. Officially, it shows 24. The head referee says, let's make it 26 seconds. So the Javelinas trying to advance the ball 11 yards into the end zone with 26 seconds. Of course, the Wolverines would like nothing better than to get a defensive stop here. And, of course, the other thing you got to come to think about is the Javelinas will receive in the second half. So this could be a big turn of events here in the few seconds left, 26 to be exact. Well, now we have a malfunction on the scoreboard, right? Saying 2.6. I think it should be 26. I'm sure we'll get it right soon. We're going to have an official timeout here. The head referee was he going to walk all the way up here to the booth?
Looked like he was, Javi.
It's a long way up here. But we finally get it straight, 26 seconds. And quickly with a handoff are the Javelinas trying to get around the edge of 5. Can he get to the pylon? Yes, he does. Outstretched arms, and that is number 14, Angel Hernandez. Streaks around the left side of that offensive front. What great speed, getting around everybody. Races to the corner pylon. 6 out of the football. That is a Javelina touchdown, and just like that, the Javelinas are up now 27-7.
That was a good play call right there. It looked like they're going to run to the short side of the field, and all of a sudden, you know what? There's a play going the other way. And, good speed on that running back to elude all the defenders right there.
Yeah,
good
so
job.
that is the third running back that scored a touchdown for the Javelinas. This time a 11-yard run. And the extra point appears to be good. So the Javelinas extending their lead right before halftime, 28-7.
That's right there. It looked like it didn't go the weak side. I'm sorry, the short side of the field, and all of a sudden, the ball started going the other way. Good job of eluding 2 Wolverines right there. Good job. Good play call right there.
That's a 71-yard drive on 6 plays by the Javelinas, capped off by Angel Hernandez, 11-yard burst around the left side of that offensive front, just inside the corner pylon, and the Javelinas right now are piling it on right now on the Wolverines, 28-7 with 17 seconds remaining here before the half. The Wolverines, of course, have 2 timeouts remaining, but only 17 seconds to work with.
Slow start for the Javelinas, Javi, but you know what? They started, grinding, and pretty much, now they're firing all cylinders.
So the kickoff, little pooch punt, once again, is going to fall at about the 17-yard line, picked up at the 14. The Wolverines trying to answer that Javelina touchdown right before the half. Good run back right there by number 7, Jared Sandoval. 10 seconds remaining in the first half, so let's see if the Wolverines elect to air it out here.
Good return by Jared right there. Trying to catch the corner, but got clipped.
And the Javelina defense, they think they're going to try to air it out, are the Wolverines, as they have 4 men about 20 yards away from the line of scrimmage. So they're going to play a deep center field here, not allow any receiver to get behind them. But that could be dangerous, Mike, because if the Wolverines elect to run the ball, missed tackle here or there, that could be explosive for the Wolverines. They're going to call a timeout, think it over.
Wolverines.
10.6 seconds on the first half clock.
Needing a treat before or after the big game? Then, when in Harlingen, stop in at the Scoop Ice Cream Parlor and Deli and treat yourself to some amazing things. Ice creams, shakes, sundaes, banana splits, and that's just a sample. If you can dream it, they can make it at the Scoop in Harlingen. From the deli comes a variety of sandwiches that is sure to bring you back for more. Hamburgers and hot dogs served every day. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 7, Sundays from 12 to 6. On F Street in Harlingen, it's the Scoop Ice Cream Parlor and Deli.
It's going to be the Wolverines take the field. Alejandro Leiva, backed by a couple running backs. Pistol formation. Quarterback keeper around the near sideline. He's got an open room. Dragged down. Well, is that a defensive penalty? If it is, well, the clock will stop with 3 seconds momentarily for the first down. I think that's a penalty on the defense. That'll extend the yardage on the quarterback keeper. Good pickup by the quarterback there. 16-yard pickup.
Personal foul. Defense, number 22, horse collar. 15-yard after the end of the run. First down.
So a horse collar tackle penalty assessed against the defense. That'll move the ball all the way to the Javelina 37, as you see here on the replay. Great run by number 4 of the Wolverines. And he's going to keep it once again, this time trying the far sideline. And he will get a lot of yards out of it, but that'll draw a conclusion. Gets all the way to the 29-yard line. Good pickup right there by the Wolverines on consecutive plays, but a little too late. And the clock expires here at the half, so we're going to head to the halftime entertainment with the Southwest Javelinas 28, PSJA Memorial, Wolverines 7.
Thank you, and we are ready for the halftime show, but before that, we have the homecoming for the Wolverines. What are we going to be seeing on the band?
The Javelina band will be performing Northern Lights under the direction of Tony Flores.
How about a local band?
Our Mighty Green Machine band will be performing Dia de los Muertos under the direction of Mr. Lopez.
Mr. Lopez, of course. We'll be right back after 30 minutes, so enjoy the show.
Hi, we're Mission Veterans, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Hi, we're the Lady Diamondbacks, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Before you have time to worry, we'll get you taken care of fast and easy. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
We are this close.
We're this close.
We are this close. Of wanting
to making history. This close to changing the world. We're this close.
This close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease
Ever again.
This close. We are this close to ending polio.
Ending polio. All we need is you.
This close. If we don't act now, we may lose this chance forever. Help Rotary make history at End.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's halftime entertainment. Please direct your attention to the center of the field. PSJA ISD is proud to present the Jewels of Southwest, the Sapphires. The Sapphires are under the direction of Selena Elizondo and Stevie Cuevas. The 2019-2020 Sapphire officers include Major, Gabriela Mesa. First Captain, Jessica Garcia. Second Captain, Andrea Barron. Lieutenant, Denise Lopez. Sapphire of the Week is Bianca Luna. Tonight, the Sapphires will be performing to a field jazz routine, Too So Real. Take it away, ladies. Let's hear it for the Sapphires.
Hi, I'm Coach Nava with Westaco East High School. Thank you for watching Rio Sports Live.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for the prices? It's a hacienda party.
It's football season at Hacienda Ford, and you can get a 2019 Ford EcoSport with navigation and an 8-inch touchscreen for just $17,495.
We got the tailgates down and we're feeling all right. My hacienda friends are saving money tonight.
Hacienda has it.
Drum majors are Captain Arredondo, Elaine Garza, Natalia Rodriguez. Field captain for the Javelina band is Jaime Valli. Drum majors, is your band ready? Soles for the Javelina Marching Band is saxophonist Jacqueline Maldonado. The Javelina Marching Band is under the direction of Tony Flores, Eugenio Castellanos Jr., Mayra Garcia, Vince Cantu, Roxana Guereca, Angel Peña, and Celina Elizondo. At this time, the Javelina Marching Band would like to thank our Superintendent of our schools, Dr. Daniel King, our principal, Mr. Ranulfo Marquez, and the PSJA Southwest High School administration, teachers, and staff. Our Fine Arts Supervisor, Mr. John Taylor, our PSJA ISD Transportation Department, and the PSJA ISD School Board for the continued support.
Hi, we're PSJA Lady Bears, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live. Go! Hi, we're the Lady Wildcats, and thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
The kids are headed back to school. It's time to get internet from VTX1. VTX1 Companies offers fast and reliable internet throughout the Rio Grande Valley, even to some of the most remote areas. For a limited time only, get your standard installation at no cost to you. Start the school year off with a service provider you can trust by calling 1-800-446-2031. VTX1 Companies, connecting you since
Varsity cheerleading, our dazzlers, the quarterback club, Principal Dr. Rowdy Vela and his administration. Tonight's celebration is dedicated to the student athletes who work endlessly to be winners every day, on and off the field. Before we begin with tonight's presentation, we'd like to thank our PSJA ISD School Board, Superintendent Dr. King, and PSJA Memorial High School Principal Dr. Rowdy Vela for their continued support with all of our extracurricular efforts. We will begin with our student organization Sweethearts. Our band sweethearts are Kayla Salazar and Jesse Gonzalez. Our baseball sweetheart is Jared Sandoval. Our basketball sweetheart is Yasmin Garcia and Chris Sierra. Our cheerleading and football sweethearts are Gianna Salinas and Sergio Martinez. Our choir sweethearts are Alexa Gonzalez and Devin Eiliff. Our cosmetology sweetheart is Jamie Medrano. Our cross-country boys sweetheart is Christian Hernandez. Our cross-country girls sweethearts are Ashley Garcia and Marisela Gamboa. Our dazzler sweetheart is Daniela Zapata. Our DECA sweethearts are Melissa Garza and Christopher Garcia. Our drama sweethearts are Olga Ibarra and Cesar Tovar. Our FCA sweethearts are Jacqueline Salinas and Demetrius Pisano. Our FCCLA sweethearts are Ashley Flores and Jose Vasquez. Our FFA sweethearts are Cassandra Andrade and Mark Ovalle. Our golf sweethearts are Ariana Becerra and Manuel Ramirez III. Our Growl Book Club sweethearts are Zoraida Sanchez and Nestor Cano. Our HOSA 7014 sweethearts are Jennifer Torres and Aleda Lopez. Our JROTC sweethearts are Command Sergeant Major Cassandra Martinez and Captain Gustavo Mundo. Our Junior Council sweethearts are Jennifer Alvarez and Eric Salcido. Our Mariachi sweethearts are Galilea Salinas and Eddie Rodriguez. Our National Honor Society sweethearts are Rebecca Flores and Jessica Lira. Our orchestra sweethearts are Cherise McDonald and Odon Garcia. Our Senior Council sweethearts are Ariana Guerrero and Jackie Cantu. Our soccer girl sweethearts are Dana Barragan and Esther Martinez. Our softball sweetheart is Chelsea Salinas. Our sophomore council sweethearts are Griselda Mendoza and Carolina Hernandez. Our Spanish club sweethearts are Ade Garcia and Daniel Hernandez. Our swimming sweethearts are Carolina Salinas and Andres Garza. Our student council sweethearts are Cassandra Garcia and Stephanie Martinez. Our tennis sweethearts are Brandy Alonso and Christopher Trevino. Our track sweethearts are Tidra Maldonado and Jasmine Martinez. Our volleyball sweethearts are Carissa Ovalle and Vianney Salazar. Our wrestling sweethearts are Isabella Peralos and Diego Aguilar. And our yearbook sweethearts are Londra Garcia and Karen Carrasco. At the center of the field are tonight's guests of honor in Royal Court. Making their 23rd appearance at homecoming, our biggest fans, Wally and Wendy. Special this evening are the Class of 2000 sweethearts. Tonight, the Class of 2000 is represented by Viviana Ortiz and Erica Hernandez. Welcome home, Class of 2000. Our Emerald Queen this year is Vanessa Diaz. Vanessa serves as the 5th PSJA Memorial Early College High School Emerald Queen and will receive a $1,000 scholarship after successfully completing her reign. And ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome last year's homecoming king, Joaquin Sanchez. Joaquin joins us from the University of Texas, San Antonio, where he is majoring in electrical engineering. He is here to crown this year's winners. And now for our homecoming Royal Court King nominees. Orly Garcia. Orly is a varsity baseball and football Wolverine. He will be corps complete this spring. He hopes to attend the University of Texas, San Antonio and major in engineering. He would like to thank his mom, dad, and his godparents, Mary and Juan, for always being there for him and pushing him to do his best. He'd also like to thank his coaches for pushing him to be the best that he can. Alejandro Leyva. Alejandro is deeply dedicated to football and baseball. He will be receiving his certificate in welding from South Texas College, and he hopes to attend Texas A&M University at Kingsville and major in welding technology. He would like to thank both of his parents for pushing him every day to become the best person he can be. Y también le quiere dar gracias a su abuela por apoyarla toda vida y guiarlo por el camino derecho. Ivan Martinez. Ivan is a member of our Wolverine Theater Company and will be starring in this year's fall musical, Matilda. He will be corps complete this spring. He hopes to attend Texas State University and major in musical theater. He would like to thank his drama directors, Mr. Ramirez, Mrs. Rodriguez, and Mrs. Vela for always pushing him to be better and knowing that today's good is tomorrow's not good enough. He also thanks his orchestra director, Mr. Trevino, for teaching him that practice is the key to perfection. Alfredo Maya. Alfredo is in the JROTC program and is a varsity soccer player. He is being certified as an electrical assistant through South Texas College in the spring. He hopes to pursue a career in electrical engineering from South Texas College. He would like to thank everyone that helped him get nominated, especially his parents, for always supporting him in everything that he does. Anthony Pedraza. Anthony is a member of the varsity football, track, swimming, and basketball teams. He hopes to attend Texas A&M College Station and major in kinesiology. He would like to thank his parents for teaching him discipline, hard work, and determination during the past 4 years. And now, our Queen nominees. Crystal Borrego. Crystal is a varsity volleyball and varsity powerlifter. She will also be corps complete this spring. She hopes to attend Texas A&M College Station and major in nursing. She would like to thank her parents for always supporting her in everything that she does. Monique Cavazos. Monique is our 2019-2020 Dazzler Lieutenant, a member of the Cosmetology Club, the National Honor Society, and Wolverine Theater's fall musical, Matilda. She is receiving an associate's degree in interdisciplinary studies from South Texas College this spring. She hopes to attend Texas A&M University, College Station, and major in psychology. She would like to thank her parents for always pushing her to do her best. Thank her sister Valeria for being her rock. Last, she would like to give a quick shout out to her friends and Dazzler Sisters and her youth ministry at St. John's. Daniela Contreras. Daniela is a JROTC candidate. Cadet will be a basketball athlete this year, a member of the Spanish Club and the National Honor Society. Daniela will graduate this spring from South Texas College with a degree in interdisciplinary studies. She hopes to attend the University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley and major in business and engineering. She would like to thank her JROTC family for being such a great support system. She would also like to thank her mom for always being there for her. Victoria Gonzalez. Victoria is a varsity volleyball, track, basketball, and softball athlete. She will be core complete this spring. She is also a member of the National Honor Society and Health Occupation Students of America. She hopes to attend Texas A&M International and major in nursing. She would like to thank her parents for all their love and support. She would also like to thank her sister for being her number one and being her biggest motivator. Gabby Salinas. Gabby is a 4-year varsity cheerleader, National Honor Society Vice President, and a member of the Wolverine Theater Company. She's also a crew member of this year's fall musical, Matilda. You may also recognize Gabby as our 2019 Alamo Princess. She's receiving an associate's degree in interdisciplinary studies from South Texas College this spring. She hopes to attend Texas A&M University and major in nursing. She would also like to thank her mother and grandparents because they've always supported her in everything she does. She would like to thank Assistant Principal Mrs. Raquel Garcia for always being positive and having a smile on her face. And to her sister Victoria and her twin Gianna, thank you for always being her best friends. And finally, to her friends and cheer sisters, thank you for always being her rock. Finally, Wolverine fans, we present to you the crowning of our 2019-2020 Homecoming King and Queen. The results have been tabulated by the Election Runner software system and verified by our Student Council sponsors, Mr. Aaron Lozano, Juliana Meave, and Principal Dr. Rowdy Vela. Our Duke and Duchess are Alejandro Leva and Monique Cavazos. This year, our Prince and Princess are Alfredo Maya and Daniela Contreras. And finally, the moment we've all been waiting for, this year's homecoming king and queen are Anthony Pedraza and Crystal Borrego. Congratulations.
This concludes tonight's homecoming presentation, but the homecoming festivities are not over. Tonight's game is a nail-biter. Good luck, Wolverines. And join us tomorrow. Parents, students, and all members of our Wolverine family are invited to celebrate PSJA ISD's Centennial Kickoff Celebration. Tomorrow at PSJA Stadium at 7 o'clock p.m. Free and open to the public. And remember, a Wolverine is positive, responsible, optimistic, university-bound, and dedicated. A Wolverine is proud. Thank you all for your attention, and now let's play some football. Go Wolverines!
Needing a treat before or after the big game? Then, when in Harlingen, stop in at the Scoop Ice Cream Parlor and Deli and treat yourself to some amazing things. Ice creams, shakes, sundaes, banana splits, and that's just a sample. If you can dream it, they can make it at the Scoop in Harlingen. From the deli comes a variety of sandwiches that is sure to bring you back for more. Hamburgers and hot dogs served every day. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 7, Sundays from 12 to 6. On F Street in Harlingen, it's the Scoop Ice Cream Parlor and Deli.
Hola, les habla su amigo Benjamín Gómez, el alcalde de San Benito, invitando a toda la gente que venga a visitarnos aquí a San Benito. Crucen por el puente Los Indios, más bien conocido como el puente de Lucio Blanco. Visítenos a las atracciones que tenemos aquí en San Benito. Aquí los esperamos. Muchas gracias. Su amigo Benjamín Gómez.
It's a Hacienda party.
It's football season at Hacienda Ford, and you can get a new Ford Expedition with 20-inch wheels, leather, navigation, and more for $12 grand off MSRP.
We got the tailgates down and we're feeling all right. My Hacienda friends are saving money tonight.
Hacienda has it.
Try to make a comeback for the second half of the game. If this prevails, it'll be the third win in a row for the Javelinas, meaning they're going to start the season for the first time in their history with a 3-0. Javi and Mike ready for the second half action.
Welcome back, folks, from a fun, festive halftime activities crowning a homecoming king and queen. And Mike, who are winners?
For this 2019 PSJA Memorial, Wolverine King goes to Anthony Perlaza, and the Queen goes to Crystal Borrego. Congratulations to both Anthony and Crystal for their nominations.
There you go, folks. Great fun at halftime, but let's get back to business. It's Friday night football here in South Texas at PSJA Stadium, KTRI. Broad production here at the beautiful DHR Health Field. You know, first half, Mike, 28-7 on the scoreboard. The Javelinas running game, very powerful. The Wolverines are still trying to find their identity, but they show sparks of becoming a good, solid football team.
That's right, Javi. I'll note on that, Javi, it is 28-7, but first quarters was 0-0. You know.
Yeah, it 0-0 at the second quarter. You know, a big eruption, as we see here, big eruption on that kickoff return by the Javelinas, busting his way all the way to the 36-yard line was a return man, and that is where the Javelinas will take over for their first possession of the second half. But, you know, Mike, great point. You know, it was 0-0 at the end of the first quarter. Good defensive struggle, a fast pace. Each team only had the ball twice, but the second period, you know, the offensive line of the Javelinas flexed their muscle, and that's been the turning point. The Wolverines were able to answer once on a big play, a big touchdown play of 60 yards, but other than that, it's been Javelina football tonight.
That's right. You know, you mentioned before that, you know, they're bringing 4 back from the offensive line. So, doing the job, not only at the first level, second level, and right here you see third level as well. You see those big linemen, not only at the line of scrimmage, but you see them, hitting linebackers, hitting secondary as well. So good job on this pickup right here. Good dive play up, pretty much what they've been doing the whole game. Good running. Good pickup right there, about 7-8 yards.
Yeah, they're going to credit him with 8 yards. 233 of total offense for the Javelinas, all of it on the ground. All of it on the ground. So they're going to keep pounding away, do the Javelinas, and they're going to turn it upfield up to right at midfield. The ball carrier gets knocked down at midfield. That is Miguel Garza. And that'll be another first down. So 2 running plays results in 14 yards, and moving the chain once again are the Javelinas. Of course, the Wolverines with 4 down linemen. They still have, you could almost say 8 men in the box, Mike, but still, the Javelinas are tough to stop that running game. It's tough to stop them. Big give up the middle. No, quarterback keeper finds some room around the left side of an offensive front. Avoids a couple defenders, falls at about the 42-yard line. So again, another good 8-yard pickup on first down.
Yeah, good job by the quarterback, showing that give, putting that ball on the table, making it seem like, he gave it to that dive man, just, pulling it out last minute and, getting a good chunk of yards on that one.
Yeah, he pulled me from up here, so it's got to be very difficult on the ground, right there on the turf. The Javelinas on the march here on their opening drive of the second half. They put up 28 points in the second quarter, trying to add to this 21-point lead. The Javelinas had a couple men in motion, no flags though. And, well, a fumble. I didn't see the ball come out at any point from our vantage point, but it appears the Javelinas turn it over, so the Wolverines do what they're supposed to do, get a defensive stop.
Right there, that's a homecoming king right there, falling on the ball.
Yeah.
Good job, Anthony Pedaza.
So a fumble recovery by the Wolverines brings them new life. They're going to sit at their own 40-yard line. Excellent field position. Their quarterback, Leyva, in the pistol formation, movement on the offensive line.
Ball start. Offense, number 56, 5-yard penalty, first down.
So an auspicious start for the offense of the Wolverines, and that's something we've seen throughout this ball game, playing behind the chains. Very difficult, and the Wolverines are tasked now to pick up 15 yards. Of course, it's only first down. Javelinas with 7 men on the line of scrimmage. A minimal gain trying to get back those penalty yards, a 3-yard pickup, so that'll bring up a 2nd and long upcoming for the Wolverines.
It's a good head run by number 4 from the Wolverines, Michael Munoz. But, Javelinas were there to make that stop. Good job on both sides. Just 3-yard pickup, but, it could have been a lot more. Good job both sides.
Yeah, Michael Munoz has some speed. He's got some elusiveness on him. They haven't utilized him too much this evening. The give is up the middle. Barreling forward is a running back. I believe that is Pedraza. He'll get up to the 43-yard line. Well short of the first down, though. Brings up a long 3rd down situation.
Nothing fancy, just pretty much, hard-nosed football right up the middle. Getting as much yards as he could.
Yeah, you got to love that. He squared his shoulders, not limited space on the line of scrimmage, but still belted his way through. Got good yardage right there. And that brings up a first third down situation upcoming for the Wolverine offense, who is benefiting from a turnover. It appeared, the Javelinas took the opening kickoff here in the second half, and we're driving down the field, but a mishandled snap. A fumble recovered by the Wolverine defense, and the Wolverines are trying to put some offense together. They trailed 28-7 here in the early portion of the third quarter here at beautiful PSJA Stadium. Pistol formation. Quarterback looks to pass, throws it in the flat, but pass incomplete. The intended receiver was number 7, Jared Sandoval. Incomplete pass, so that'll result in a 4th and 7 upcoming for the Wolverines, and more than likely, they're going to be heading into punt formation.
Yeah, it was a good play call right there, Javi, but, you know, Javelins had that blitz going on, so it made it real difficult for the quarterback to throw. I mean, he did throw it, but, you know, too many white jerseys in the area. It could have been an easy INT.
Yeah, just didn't get it out there enough for his receiver. They had a late substitution coming in for the Wolverines in this punt formation. 2 on the play clock. They do get the snap off. Good punt. Should take a Wolverine bounce, and it does. The Javelinas will take over at their 24-yard line. We're going to send downstairs to Olga.
Hello, I'm here with Crystal Borrego, our new Wolverine homecoming queen. So, Crystal, how do you feel about winning tonight?
It is a great honor to be able to represent my school as the 2019-2020 homecoming queen. I want to thank each and every single one of you who voted for me and Anthony Pedraza, and go Wolverines.
Well, thank you and congratulations. Back to you.
Thank you, Olga Ibarra, our student sideline reporter there interviewing the homecoming queen, Crystal Borrego. Congratulations on your nomination, Crystal.
Great job there by our student reporter and our homecoming queen. Congratulations to the homecoming court here at PSJA Memorial, celebrating homecoming. Not much doing there on the ground attack by the Javelinas. Great job by number 45 and number 44, bending the running back backwards. Great tackle on a 1-yard pickup. That brings up a 2nd and long for the Javelinas at their own 24-yard line. Big run around the sidelines, toe tapping, and then he gets belted at the 41-yard line. Wow. Good, solid tackle, but not after about a 17-yard pickup.
Good pretty much read option right there. Good option outside. Barely turned the corner, got some good yards, but you know what, good job on the Wolverine defense staying with it, making sure he doesn't put another 6 points on the board.
So the Javelinas get to the 41-yard line after that big 16-yard pickup. The Javelinas nearing the 250 mark in rushing yards on the evening. And this time they're going to lose a few. Great job of a negative play defensively by the Wolverines. Containing the running back in the backfield. That'll be a 3-yard loss, a tackle at the 38-yard line. You know, Mike, right now that we have a pause in the action, that's what we talk about sometimes, you know, the silver linings. You see some good plays from the Wolverines, both offensively and defensively. They just have to put it together and, you know, be more consistent.
Yeah.
They lack the consistency right now. Of course, it's a new system, and by all means, it takes a while to gel. But I think the potential is there for the Wolverines to turn the season around.
Yeah, you call it, I mean, you know, like a puzzle. They have all the pieces. They just got to put it together.
Ball start. Offense, number 78. 5-yard penalty for the previous spot. Repeat, 2nd down.
So the Javelinas right now, they're going backwards. A tackle for a loss by 3 yards by the Wolverines, and then a false start penalty. So that's going to back up the Javelinas to their own 33-yard line. The first down marker sits at the Wolverines' 49 yards. So it'll be 2nd and 18 upcoming for Ramirez under center. Has a man in motion, gives it to, no, he fakes it to his up back, pitches it around, a lot of running room. It's off to the races at the 40, 35, 30. Pushed out of bounds at the 20-yard line is number 14, Angel Hernandez. What lightning speed around the corner. Getting to the edge and streaking down the sideline. But we have a penalty, and that may have been what sprung around the edge.
Good pitch option right there. Good speed. Good vision down the field as well. Good job by number 1 from the Wolverines, making sure that he doesn't take it all the way home. Jared Amaro.
So we're going to wait the call. It appears it is not going to count. Everybody walking back to the line of scrimmage over at the Javelina 33-yard line. Right now the ball, though, sits at the Wolverine 22, awaiting the call. If it stands, that would be a 45-yard pickup by Angel Hernandez. A lot of discussing out there. I'm not sure what's going on here. They're looking over at the far sideline, the Javelina side of the field. As you see there, the head referee talking to a couple of players, coaches, the line judge. Hopefully we got everything straightened out.
Personal foul. Offense, number 4, hands to the face. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Repeat, second down.
Well, I guess Coach Evans needed an explanation of what happened, and the call is a personal foul against the Javelinas. That'll push them back 15 more yards, so that's 20 penalty yards already on this drive. Can't call it much of a drive when you go backwards. They've lost 23 yards. It's 2nd and 33 upcoming for the Javelina offense. Ramirez looking to pass, goes over the top. Streaking receiver is double covered. The back judge says it was uncatchable as there was some bumping going down with the secondary man. So it'll bring up a 3rd and 32 for the Javelinas.
Right now, the Javelinas are in a tough spot. Javi, I mean, they're on their own 20. Running, you know, they've gotten yards on running, but they need 33 yards for a first down. And you know what? I don't think they might come out running. I think they might.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Coach Evans has a play in the playbook for 32 yards, and evidently they do not, as the toss was mishandled. And this could be one of the turning points, Mike, as we say. You know, the Wolverines didn't do much defensively. It was more the undoing of the Javelina offense. But I'll tell you what, the Wolverines are going to have excellent field position. There we see just unable to corral the pitch was a running back. Luckily for the Javelinas, he does manage to recover his own fumble. So the Wolverines will be forcing a punt. Their deep man sitting at the Javelina 45-yard line. Not a very long punch. It'd be excellent field position. Almost touches a Wolverine player. That would have been a turnover right there. So the Wolverines will take over at the Javelina 29-yard line. Excuse me. First time they start a series on the Javelina side of the football field.
I know you mentioned, Javi, that, you know, defense did, you know, they did what they could, but, you know, Javelinas were pretty much, you know, causing their own
undoing there.
Offense to go backwards.
Yeah.
You know, 2nd and 33, and, you know, then a fumble that's, you know, can't have that.
The Wolverines trying to take advantage of it, and they do. They get past the 20, the 10, the 5, touchdown, cutting back. Elusive run right there by number 18, Anthony Homecoming King Pedraza. I tell you what, Wolverines are on the march on homecoming night. They take advantage of a short punt. And here we go on the replay.
Good job, Anthony, on, you know, having patience. Good job, good block on the outside, sidestep inside. You know what? That's it. 6 points on the board. Good job, Anthony. Good job by the offensive line as well.
29-yard run by Pedraza. And all of a sudden, the Wolverines, with his extra point, can cut the lead in half with 5:26 remaining in the third quarter. Good snap, good hold, good kick. And just like that, folks, the Wolverines have new life. They get a stop. They get excellent field position, and there you see Pedraza, great vision. Turns it upfield, great downfield block by number 8 right there, Javier Escalante, and that's all he needed. One more block downfield, and Pedraza does the rest. One play. And, you know, the funny thing is, Mike, on the 2 scoring plays for the Wolverines, they've been the 1-play variety.
That's right.
So it's all or nothing.
Needing a treat before or after the big game? Then, when in Harlingen, stop in at the Scoop Ice Cream Parlor and Deli and treat yourself to some amazing things. Ice creams, shakes, sundaes, banana splits, and that's just a sample. If you can dream it, they can make it at the Scoop in Harlingen. From the deli comes a variety of sandwiches that is sure to bring you back for more. Hamburgers and hot dogs served every day. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 7, Sundays from 12 to 6 on F Street in Harlingen. It's the Scoop Ice.
So Pedraza with 2 touchdowns on the evening. So he's having one hell of an evening, you know. Homecoming king, 2 touchdowns. Pedraza with 135 yards rushing on 10 carries. That's not too shabby of a night for Mr. Pedraza. But the Javelinas back to work as they return the ball all the way to their own 32-yard line. And that is where they'll start this 3rd possession of the second half with 5:19 remaining here at PSJA Stadium. DHR Healthfield, broad production of KTRI. Homecoming evening for the Wolverines. But right now, the spoilers from Southwest, the Javelinas 28, PSJA Memorial Wolverines 14.
Southwest right now can't get too confident, Javi. There's too much time on the board. Wolverine scoring, you know, on 1 play.
Yeah.
So they got to keep on grinding it out. They got to keep on moving that ball.
And grinding it out exactly is what the Javelinas do best. They pound and ground right there. Good pickup. About 5 to 6 yards. They're going to credit him with 6. Getting to the 38-yard line. So a very manageable second down. The Javelinas have attempted a couple pass plays here on 2nd and short. Let's see if they try to do that once again. Still the Javelinas without a single passing yard on the evening. And they keep it on the ground, but stymied at the line of scrimmage by a lot of green jerseys, led by big old number 44 for the Wolverines. Great stop.
That's right. Having a good job at number 44, Samuel Vela, on that tackle.
So they're going to give him a 1 yard still up to the 39-yard line. 3rd and 3 upcoming. Javelinas being very deliberate at the line of scrimmage, approaching the 10-second mark on the play clock. Their give is up the middle and busting through as the running back. And is he off to the races? No, he gets belted at the 42-yard line, but still manages to get another 7 yards after contact. Big run right there by number 20 for the Javelinas, Justin Hinojosa, who's having a very big evening himself on the ground. Hinojosa leading the Javelinas with 80 yards rushing on 9 carries.
Good job out there, pretty much almost like a dive following his blockers. Once again, having those linemen downfield, second level, third level, making it happen as well.
And another run and another gaping hole, and off to the races again are the Javelinas. Another plus 10 chunk yardage right there. This time it's a speedy number 6. Jose Gallegos picking up chunks of yards right there. So the Javelinas are on the march, trying to answer the Wolverine touchdown.
Good job as well. Good vision. Once he sees that hole, he just turns it up, Javi. Following his blockers. Good job.
25-yard pickup right there by Jose Gallegos. And on the ground again are the Javelinas, and this time they're going to muster their way to the 10-yard line. So the Wolverines are having a difficult time slowing down this rushing attack of the Javelinas.
You have to admit that's how you pretty much respond to a touchdown. You pretty much get the ball back.
Timeout. Wolverines.
You get the ball back and you just drive down the field like the Javelinas have been doing. Chunks there, 3-4 yards, but you know what? They're always getting positive yards all the time. And not right now.
Before you have time to worry, we'll get you taken care of fast and easy. Now you can get back to your day with a healthy smile.
Alpha Men's Primary Care wants to remind all men it's time for your annual physical. Call to schedule an appointment. It's about the body, mind, and emotion. Stop feeling sluggish, having no energy, or being stressed. Alpha Men's Healthcare believes in a holistic approach to your overall health. Even if you have low testosterone, diabetes, high blood pressure, or gained weight, let Alpha Men's Primary Care help you increase your energy, stamina, endurance, and quality of life. Start feeling young again. Alpha Men's Primary Care is changing the way...
Javelinas. And an incomplete pass.
Good job by number 18, Entre Pedazo. You know, pretty much having his hands in the face of the quarterback right there, making it difficult for him to get it there.
Third down and 3 upcoming. Of course, the Javelinas probably in 4-down territory. Trying to eat up as much clock right now, trying to pad their lead. They're up by 14. A give is up the middle, but I tell you what, that is an outstanding play by number 45 of the Wolverines. My goodness, busting into the backfield was Santo Gomez. Outstanding defensive effort right there by that Wolverine.
Good job. Looked like he didn't get touched at all. He knew the play, you know, probably overheard, or you know what, just good job on just, I want that ball. I want to make that tackle. Good job. Didn't have a chance to pull it.
So great job right there by Coach Brown. And the Wolverines sparking up that defense, and they're flying to the ball. The corral the ball carrier. Does he have enough? The first down marker at about the 17-yard line. Excuse me, the 12-yard line. So they're going to say they're going to spot him down at the 5. It appeared the Wolverines had numbers to stop that play, but instead the Javelinas pick up just enough. 7-yard pickup. That'll be another first down. Of course, this drive for the Javelinas started at their own 32-yard line. 3 first downs later, they're knocking on the door with a 28-14 lead. And it's first and goal from the 5. They give up the middle. Good penetration by the defense, but still, Mike, somehow, some way, you know, the Javelinas running backs managed to pick up positive yards.
All the time. I mean, like we mentioned before, I mean, they're going to run the ball. We know they're going to run the ball. And the defense, you know, they put all their mind into stopping the run. All of a sudden, you know, with a pass, you know, unexpected, they get a lot of yardage. So, you know, they know we know they're going to run, but.
And running the ball is Garza once again. Miguel Garza with a touchdown clutch from 3 yards away. So the Javelinas answer that quick strike touchdown by the Wolverines with a methodical 68-yard drive capped off by Garza. 3-yard touchdown. Javelinas on the scoreboard once again.
Once again, right up the middle, dive play. Didn't get touched, so he pretty much touched the goal line.
The extra point will be good. So the Javelinas, with a minute 22 remaining in the third quarter, now have a 35-14 advantage over the Wolverines.
Hi, we are the Edinburgh Bobcats. Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Our line of scrimmage, they go to level 2, level 3. I mean, you see them pretty much running side by side with the running back.
Right. It's a explosive running game without explosive plays, if you will.
Exactly.
You know, and what I mean explosive is getting 5 or 6 yards on first down. That's big. The return man for the Wolverines will be shoved out of bounds at the Wolverines' 32-yard line. That was Espinosa with the return for the Wolverines. They're going to give them the 33, so the Wolverines will start this possession at their own 33-yard line. Let's see, we see another big strike right here. Minute 16 remaining. 3 down linemen for the Javelinas. The Wolverines elect to attack that by running the ball. They're going to pick up 3 good yards. And again, good aggressive running by the Wolverines, not going down easily. They were stopped at about 3. They might even pick up 5 on that play.
Yeah, it was good, hard, tough running by Leiva, the quarterback. Putting his head down, just going.
So no quit on Alejandro Leiva, the quarterback for the Wolverines. Second and 5 upcoming. We're under 1 minute, 35 seconds to be exact here in the third quarter. Man in motion. And the give is up the middle. Another good power run right straight up the middle. That'll be enough for about 5+ yards, so that'll be a first down for the Wolverines.
I think the Wolverines taking a page out of the Southwest playbook right there, having just pretty much hard-nosed football, ground and pound.
So good 6-yard pickup, so 2 running plays, and that's 11 yards for the Wolverines. They now sit at their own 44-yard line. 12 seconds on the game clock. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to get another play off before the third period expires. They hustle to the line of scrimmage. 2-1. They do manage to get it off, and it's a run. Good cutback right there by the elusive running back. And that'll be a good chunk of yards right there. It's another 10, 11-yard pickup by the Wolverines. They sneak a big run right before the quarter ended. That was Anthony Pedraza with a good 11-yard pickup.
Yeah, a good job by the Wolverines keeping their composure, concentration, knowing that time's going to run now, but, they still got to play off. Southwest looked like, they're going to blow the whistle. They ain't going to run a play. But, kind of caught them off guard and, gain a good chunk of yardage.
Yeah, so 3 plays, 22 yards on the ground for the Wolverines, starting to have some new life here in the second half. Of course, their previous possession, they scored a touchdown, 29-yard jolt by Pedraza. So Pedraza with 2 touchdowns, Pedraza with well over 100 yards. And our statman Damian Viesca says he's got 151 yards on 12 carries with 2 touchdowns. And we're going to set it downstairs.
Thank you, guys. I was right now on the visit inside to get an update on Cesar Bocanegra, who got injured at the end of the first half. Mr. Bocanegra has an injury on the AC joint on his left arm. He was previously injured on week 1 versus Economides. Tomorrow they're going to get some x-rays on Bocanegra to see the severeness of the injury and see how much time he was going to be out. Last time he got injured versus Economides, the estimated time was a couple of weeks. Back to you, Mike.
And thank you there, Pedro, for that update on Cesar Bocanegra. We wish him a speedy recovery. Of course, a very talented young man. And that's something the Javelinas cannot afford to lose. He's a big player. And, Mike, we mentioned that the Javelinas have a stable of backs. Bocanegra is not a running back, though. He's more of a receiver, a slot receiver. They get him into a lot of touches with a lot of jet sweeps and a very tough man to get down, especially in the open field. So we hope for the best for the Wolverines and the Bocanegra, Cesar Bocanegra there. And again,
South Padre Island Golf Club. Come for a visit. Stay for a lifetime.
The kids are headed back to school. It's time to get internet from VTX1. VTX1 Companies offers fast and reliable internet throughout the Rio Grande Valley, even to some of the most remote areas. For a limited time only, get your standard installation at no cost to you. Start the school year off with a service provider you can trust by calling 1-800-446-2031. VTX1 Companies, connecting you since '52.
And this time a short plunge up the middle. Falling forward at the Javelina 20-yard line was a ball carrier. Make that the 27-yard line. So Pedraza, the workhorse right now for the Wolverines. Of course, the Wolverines are led by the quarterback, Alejandro Leiva. He passes it out. Pass complete. He loses a couple defenders. Shoved out of bounds. Very rudely right there. But still, number 13 with the reception. Gained some yards. That's Jair Espinosa.
Good job on the catch, waiting for his block. Good job being patient, not trying to do too much, just know where he had to go, and good pickup right there.
So they're going to move the ball to the 24-yard line. Leiva passes, and unfortunately does not hit with his receiver. And in fact, that is intercepted. Trying to run the ball back is the Javelina return man after that interception. That is number 5 for the Javelinas. Adrian Hernandez. We've called his name a few times this evening, and this time it's after an interception.
Yeah, I think that defense has a blitz going. Good job on the offensive line stopping the blitz, but, he was double covered. Try to make try to zip it in there, but, good job of number 5, Adrian Hernandez being there, getting that pick.
And if memory serves me correct, I believe that is his second interception of the ball game.
That's right, Javi.
So he's having a heck of a ball game defensively for the Javelina. So the Wolverines' promising drive ends on a turnover. The Javelinas will have it at their own 11-yard line, and sprinting forward is their lead back, number 31, Miguel Garza, busting his way all the way to the 24-yard line. Another big first down from the Javelina rushing attack. Of course, we are in the fourth quarter, 10-15 remaining. Right now, the Javelinas with a comfortable lead over the Wolverines, 35-14. Another give, just off the right tackle, results in another 67-yard pickup on first down.
Javi's going back to the running game, Javi. That's easy, nothing too fancy, just, good hard-nosed football and picking up good amount of yards, setting themselves up for, an easy 2nd and 3, 2nd and 4, so.
Yeah, very manageable second downs after the 7-yard pickup by Garza. Gets it all the way to the 31, and of course Garza sports the number 31 on his jersey. Ramirez under center. Gives it to his running back once again, and on the open field is a big man, Garza, running, chugging, 25-20, knocked down, caught from behind. A little bit more breakaway speed by Garza. That would have been a touchdown, but still a tremendous run after that offensive line opens up a gaping huge hole for Garza.
Once again, going back to, bread and butter plays, nothing too fancy, just hard-nosed football right up the middle. Right here in the replay, up the middle, a dive play. He was just bouncing off people left and right and just, took off to the races.
Yeah, he was trucking it. He was looking. He never looked back, friend. Never looked back, my good buddy there. He always look for that end zone. And sure enough, they caught him from behind. That's a no-no, especially for a sprinter. I'm not sure if he was sprinting. I'm sure he was chugging as hard as he could, but great effort by the Wolverines tracking him down at the 20-yard line. But nonetheless, a great run by Garza. That puts his rushing total to 140 yards. So outstanding job on the evening by Garza. And, the Javelinas nearing the 400-yard mark on the evening. Just a 3-yard pickup. That even sounds funny, just a 3-yard pickup, but sure enough, that's one of the shorter gains by that running attack. This time the quarterback keeps it. I believe it was the quarterback who kept it. Well, in either case, it was number 9 with the carry Malpica with the carry. That'll be, I believe, his first carry of the evening. Yes, I think Malpica, number 9, is under center now. Aaron Malpica.
Might be stepping in for some quarterback duties.
Coming in for Ramiro Ramirez, who did an outstanding job directing this offense. Quarterback keeper, misdirection play, eludes a couple of players right there, jukes them, falls forward. Good tough running right there by elusive Malpica right there, getting inside the 10-yard line.
Pretty much looked like it was going to be a negative play right there. Good job cutting it in. I think got enough for a first down, actually.
Yes, he did. It'll be first and goal at the 9-yard line. And, of course, as we just mentioned, Aaron Malpica, number 9 now, directing the ball for the Javelinas as quarterback. He has Justin Hinojosa in the backfield right behind him. Quarterback keeper gets away from a couple of defenders, drags him. Does he get in? They're going to say he's just a yard short. I tell you what, stable of running back. Now we got a stable of quarterbacks for the Javelinas, so the future looks bright for the Javelinas as they just substitute player after player, and the production continues.
Right there, pretty much quarterback run with it. Good job dragging the few Wolverines with him. Good, job of stretching out, but his knee touching the one. Good job of the quarterback.
He needed 9. He picked up 8, and this time he will not be denied a 1-yard quarterback keeper. Malpica comes in. 4 running plays in a row for a touchdown for the Javelinas. So Ramirez taking the rest of the night off with 6.5 minutes remaining in the game, and Aaron Malpica picks off exactly where the Javelinas left off. Great job. 1-yard touchdown run. 41-14. The Javelinas are going to try to pad their lead with this extra point. It doinks off the crossbar. That'll be no good. So the PSJA Southwest Javelina 41 is your Memorial 14, 6:17 remaining here in week 2 of District 16 5A Division 1 action.
Good job by the camera guy following that ball all the way through. Just hit the upright.
So Aaron.
Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectibles? How about a 45 with a single you just have to have? Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Beatles, blues, rock, classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
In the booth and manning the cameras. And hope we can include ourselves on that one. So the Javelinas will be kicking off. The Wolverines will be returning from the north end zone. Javelinas boot it to the Wolverines 20, crossing the 30, the 35 with a head full of steam, but gets submarine at the 39-yard line as a return man. So the Wolverines will start at their own 39-yard line with 6:10 remaining in the ballgame.
That was a good drive by the Javelinas, pretty much marching down the field, getting their score with different quarterback at the helm. Never lost a step. Looked like it was the first team in there.
Yeah, exactly. Never lost a step. It just take one man out, put in another one, next man up mentality, and it worked to perfection there for the Javelinas and Malpica, scoring a 1-yard touchdown. And there the give is up the middle. Good gang tackling by the Javelinas. Still a couple yards gain on that play. And of course on the carry, that was Anthony Pedraza for 2 yards.
Right now, there's a perfect opportunity for the Wolverines, to get something going, Javi. I mean, we know we have, there's 5 minutes left in the ball game, fourth quarter, but, they still got to, grind it out, do what they can do. Probably get a quick score.
So under heavy pressure is the quarterback. Tishes it off to his running back, but that play is going nowhere fast. Staying in bounds is the ball carrier. That'll keep the clock moving, but a big loss right there. Great defensive effort by the Javelina defense.
And good call right there. Pretty much a full-blown blitz right there. Looked like they were going to tackle the quarterback, but, was able to give it off to Radasa. But, same time they gave it to him, there's another bunch of white jerseys on that end.
Yeah, that's going to be an 8-yard loss. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 16 for the Wolverines. They have to travel all the way to the 49-yard line. And speaking of traveling, the Wolverines next week will head out to Brownsville and play the Brownsville Veteran Memorial Chargers at Sam Stadium. And that's an incomplete pass. Let's see if there's a penalty on that as it hit a an offensive lineman. That may be an illegal touch. They're going to say no penalty. Regardless, it brings up a 4th down and a punt formation upcoming for the Wolverines.
Wolverines were lucky there. It was another pick, Javi.
Yeah, once it bounces, it's anybody's ball. And the way the ball's bounced tonight, the good fortunes have been on the Javelina sidelines. Low snap. Punter recovers, though. Gets it off. Low liner. Going to roll out of bounds at the Wolverines, Javelina's 38-yard line.
Good job by the punter keeping his composure, picking the ball off the ground, still not a high punt, but, regardless, he still got it down the field.
Yeah, under the circumstances, you reach down and you look up, you got 2-3 defenders coming at you trying to block the ball, so the first thing on your mind is just get it out of there, and that's exactly what he did. So good punt, good exchange there on field position. The Javelinas, of course, with 4:28 remaining, would like to sustain a good, solid drive here, eat up as much clock, and on first down, they do just that by pounding it right straight up the middle, keeping between the hash marks for about a 3-yard pickup, passing the 40-yard line, knocked down at the 41.
And right now, the Javelinas has a perfect offense to, kind of wind down the clock, with all ground pound, running play. So I think we're going to see a lot of running the ball right now, Javi.
Yeah, they've been doing a lot of it to the tune of 400 yards on that carry. That gets the Javelinas exactly 400 yards of total offense, of course, all 400 via the ground attack, and they're going to add to that total. Crossing midfield is their quarterback. And I tell you what, I don't know if he's calling his own number or the Javelinas are just showcasing another young talent, but he's doing an outstanding job of running the ball. Is Aaron Malpica. He graduates in 2022, so that would make him a sophomore. All right, there you go. And the ensuing play is bottled up in the backfield. Very slow developing play, but I tell you what, great effort right there by that defensive front. Nothing going on right there. Miguel Garza trying to see what just happened there. He got the handoff and got belted by a couple green jerseys.
It was number 45, Santos Gomez, pretty much breaking through that offensive line, getting a good tackle.
3-yard loss on the play pushes the Javelinas to their side of the field at their own 48-yard line. 2:40 remaining in the ball game. Javelinas trying to eat up as much clock, trying to get a couple more first down and nail this game. Put this game in the bag right here. This would be a monumental game for the Javelinas. Last week we mentioned they set a new standard for Javelina football, starting the season 2-0. Well, guess what? They are 2 minutes and 12 seconds away from now being 3-0. And of course, a tough task next week for the Javelinas, as they will play against Brownsville Pace. And actually that will be on the road as well. In fact, the PSJA Memorial Wolverines will be at home next week against Brownsville Veterans. So a delay in the game.
Thank you for watching Real Sports Live.
Needing a treat before or after the big game? Then, when in Harlingen, stop in at the Scoop Ice Cream Parlor and Deli and treat yourself to some amazing things. Ice creams, shakes, sundaes, banana splits, and that's just a sample. If you can dream it, they can make it at the Scoop in Harlingen. From the deli comes a variety of sandwiches that is sure to bring you back for more. Hamburgers and hot dogs served every day. Open Tuesday through Saturday, 11 to 7, Sundays from 12 to 6, on F Street in Harlingen. It's the Scoop Ice Cream Parlor and Deli.
You know, on few possessions, they scored on one play. You know,
Right.
both of them by Anthony Pedaza. So both teams are, you know, they can be explosive when they want to. Just, you know, they have to clean it up. Penalties, special teams, you know, everything comes to play. I think with the Wolverines, they just need to, you know, like I mentioned before, they, you know, they have the pieces. You know, they have the puzzle. They just need to put it together, Javi.
Yeah, Coach Brown over there for the Wolverines has a tough task. You know, first-year coach, a young squad, and you know it's a learning curve. It's a learning curve, and I think they're doing well. Unfortunately, on the scoreboard they are not, but I think they're showing growth, and I think they're gonna pick up a few wins before it's all said and done. And let's just hope it's sooner than later, because you know, of course, next week they're heading into week 3 of district play, and they've dug themselves in a hole. You know, they're 0-2, and on the flip side, you know, the Javelinas are sitting in the penthouse, if you will. They're 2-0, but of course they've got a lot of tough games upcoming, so they can't sit too comfortably up there, because good brand of football is upcoming on the tough schedule for the Javelinas.
Javelinas.
So the Javelinas will call timeout with 1:07 remaining in the ball game. Leading the charge for the Javelinas this evening on the ground has been Miguel Garza with 143 yards rushing. He's followed by Justin Anahosa with 79 yards rushing. Anahosa with 2 touchdowns. Miguel Garza with 2 touchdowns as well. Angel Hernandez with 51 yards rushing, and Gallegos with 49. So the Javelinas have used 7 running backs for a total of 410 yards on the ground. The Javelinas will be punting away. Low snap. We've seen that many times this evening on the punts. And that ball will harmlessly go out of bounds at the Wolverines' 23-yard line. With 57 seconds remaining, the Wolverines have 2 timeouts in their back pocket. The Javelinas with 2 timeouts as well. The Wolverines, let's see if they open up their offense a little bit. We got, well, before we see anything, the Wolverines are going to call a timeout.
Wolverines.
As the, you know, and these are good timeouts. You know, and people may say, well, you know, you're down by a few scores and there's 57 seconds. Why are you calling a timeout? Let's just run the play. But in all essence, you know, that is what coaching is all about, Mike. You know, any chance you get to coach up your team, that's exactly what you do. You take that opportunity and try to improve. You know, of course, every play is an opportunity to get better, to learn, to grasp new information and new formations, and hopefully in the long run it helps out this football team. 1st and 10, shotgun, a pass, and that is overthrown. They're going to say it's an incomplete pass. Munoz was the intended receiver, number 4, Michael Munoz. Quite evening for that young man. Going to bring up a 2nd and 10, 52 seconds remaining in the ball game. On a festive Friday night. Wolverine homecoming. Quarterback. Well, it's going to be Munoz around the left side. He's going to get out of bounds at about the 1st down marker. Does he have enough to move the chains? They're going to mark him 1 yard short. Had to get to the 33. They mark him out at the 32. That brings up a 3rd and 1.
That number 4, Michael Munoz, got some wheels on him, Javi. Turn
Yeah,
the corner.
He's a good athlete.
A little bit more room. I think he could have, you know, done a lot more.
Maybe in Canadian football, he may have stayed in bounds with that extended sideline. They're going to try to get around the edge, but great containment by the Javelina defense for rallying the ball carrier, and I believe that was Munoz once again. And this time it's going to be a tackle for a loss at the 30-yard line. So 4th down upcoming. We're under 30 seconds. This may be the last play of the game. 25 on the play clock. 21 on the game clock. So the play clock is turned off. We're at 15. The Wolverines will break the huddle. Will they elect to take a snap or not? I do not think they will. So they're going to let these last few seconds expire. Big night of football here at PSJA Stadium, DHR Hillfield. I'm Javi Martinez. On behalf of Mike, Damian, the Javelinas victorious tonight, 41-14 over the Wolverines. We're going to send it downstairs to Pedro.
Well, it was a great game for the Javelinas, down now 3-0, and they are thinking about a playoff run this year for the first time in the school history. It was also, despite the score, a great night overall for the Wolverines. We want to congratulate the homecoming king and queen, Mr. Cristel Borrego and Anthony Pedraza. Congratulations. And I want to thank my student reporters for doing an awesome job tonight. And on behalf of KTRI, you all have a great weekend.